You're downplaying everything. The mockery. You haven't fought here. Why don't you come get...
I own this fucking thing. What are you talking about? I'm the owner. I book the matches. You need to climb for a world title. Otherwise, you're here today, gone tomorrow. A fart in... Michael Perry, a fart in the wind. That'll be fucking you if you don't climb for a fucking world title.
It's more than any fight you're doing. You ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah, I'm coming back in the White House. You're trying to clamor for it and switch roles. You're fighting for a world title if you get...
Where do we even begin, my people? Oh, man. Conor McGregor is back. And I would like to say better than ever. But... running press conferences like he always does. He ain't even fighting in this card that's taking place this Saturday. Let's talk about it. Bkfc 82 main event. Ex-UFC, ex-PFL fighter Jeremy Stephens. Right? This guy's fought a lot of people who are currently fighting still in MMA. He's got a win over Josh Emmett, round 2 KO. Who's literally fighting Yusuf Zalal at UFC 320 this Saturday. He's going to be taking on Mike Perry, an ex-very popular UFC fighter as well. His last fight was against Jake Paul in a boxing match. Right? This is a guy who's also beat current UFC fighters like Michael Venom Page. Legends like Luke Rockhold. There was supposed to be Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar, yes, sir. He was supposed to be on this card too. UFC Hall of Famer. He's supposed to be taking on Jimmy Rivera, ex-UFC fighter as well. This, to me, somebody who knows all these fighters, I was really excited for this. But Frankie Edgar pulled out. He got an injury. And today comes the press conference. Let me tell you guys something, man. This was a circus. Now, I'm not talking about an actual circus like a Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Mike Tyson type of fight, right? Or a Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul type of fight. But I mean, like, Conor McGregor, he's the boss, part owner of the company with Bkfc. And Mike Perry, I would say, is the face of the organization. When you think about bare knuckle boxing, the first name that comes to your head is Mike Perry. Hate it or love it, my friends. And for Conor McGregor to be up there, telling Mike Perry, telling him that you will be competing for a title shot next in our organization at the Bkfc, or else you're nothing. You're done. You're out of here. Everybody's just going to forget Mike Perry, and that's it. And it's all because of Dylan Dennis. You know, during the press conference, Dylan Dennis shows up. And is trying to call out Mike Perry to a bare-knuckle boxing fight.
I've got Dylan Dennis here next to me. Threw out a belt-for-belt challenge after Saturday night in Newark. What do you have to say to that?
I mean, why not, man? Look, I'm sure I'm going to have bigger and better things to...
And that's when Conor McGregor shuts it down. And it's like, hoo, I'm the big boss.
Your next fight, if you get through this, has got to be for a world title. You should be climbing for a world title here in this organization. Not trying to piggyback around and do this bullshit. No one cares.
A world title.
No one cares about this other bullshit.
Who cares about that bum that I knocked out twice? Obviously nobody.
Listen.
He's nobody.
And I thought that was funny. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was funny as how Conor McGregor being the same Conor McGregor as he always is. Taking over the press conferences and he ain't even fighting. Face off, when they faced off against each other, Jeremy Stephens and Mike Perry, you see Conor McGregor right there in the middle of them, just trying to instigate things as much as he can.
And this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the king of violence? Who's the king of violence? Come on, boys, let's go. Baseball.
He keeps on talking about that he's probably gonna face the winners. But honestly, bro, I think it's all a lie. I don't think Conor McGregor is ever gonna fight Mike Perry or Jeremy Stephens anytime soon. Especially, you know, Conor McGregor is gonna be fighting at the UFC White House 8 months from now. But am I gonna be buying this event based off of what I just seen, I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, Conor McGregor started getting mad because Jeremy Stephens and Mike Perry bringing up the fact that he's already knocked out Eddie Alvarez. You know, the guy that Conor McGregor beat to become the 2-division world champion in the UFC. And so is Jeremy Stephens. Now, of course, this is Eddie Alvarez, past the UFC already, bare knuckle boxing, completely different. But it pissed Conor McGregor off, man. And I thought, you know what? They did a good job of trying to sell this show. But then I looked up, what's the price going to be? It's on DAZN. It's taking place Saturday before UFC 320. Right? They're trying to get the card on before, not trying to mix it and go head-to-head with UFC 320 because, of course, nobody's going to buy it. Especially when there's so many ways to illegally stream it. So I looked up, all right, let's see how much this is going to cost. And surprisingly, I really don't think that they're going to sell a lot of tickets, my friends. It's $50. $50 pay-per-view on DAZN to watch Jeremy Stephens versus Mike Perry. Don't get me wrong, fantastic fight. You got women on the card. It's supposed to be an exciting fight. But Frankie Edgar has already pulled out. Jimmy Rivera's fighting some guy I don't even know. So I sat there and I said to myself, man, I don't think I'm paying for this. $50 is a lot of money. I know Bkfc is rising, and Conor McGregor's there, this and that, but at least at a $30 price range, would have been a little bit better. $25, right? So at the end of the day, man, the press conference was exciting, but I'm still not completely sold on purchasing the event. Now, we'll see what happens when the day comes. If we don't have nothing to do in the morning, I'll buy it in support of them. But I don't know, man. I really don't know.